Don't Olivia?
I said I don't really care.
You
Don't
asked
really
if they want to
care.
be separated from each other. He says, I don't really care.
And you?
And you pause and think, Kanaya, because you're the one who last year wanted to kill your brother, so you'd be the only kid in home. So pause and think about that one.
Yes, I don't want to be with anybody.
Okay, can you... Demar doesn't really care, so I'm not going to go there. But can you speak more about that? Like, why you don't want to be with anybody? I know you guys got Kamarian out of the house. That was years ago. What's going on?
I don't want to live with anybody. I said I just don't want to live with anybody.
Well, you have to live with grown-ups until you're a grown-up.
Yeah.
And in this economy, you might still need to live with another grown-up by then. But you mean like no other children or just nobody?
Just nobody.
Okay, why?
Because I want to be alone.
Okay. Can you tell me more about that? Why you want to be alone from everybody?
I just want to be alone.
Like, do you want more alone time? Or what is it? Help me understand.
I don't know why anyone, like, no more alone time. I don't want anyone to talk to me.
Like ever or for certain, like some hours a day?
Ever.
Okay. Tell me more though. I can't relate to this. This is one of those things. So you're gonna have to explain it and draw it out for me.
Like, I just don't want anyone to talk to me. I just want to be alone.
Is it because you're frustrated of other people or you just...
I just don't like people.
Okay.
I like my friends sometimes, and sometimes I don't even like them.
Okay, what would that look like for you? Like, try to... Again, can't relate, so I'm gonna need you to tell me more about it. Would that look like you have your own apartment and your own job? Somehow, maybe tech, where you're not having to deal with people physically all the time.
Yeah, it's like in my own apartment. Maybe, like, I don't know, something that I don't have to talk to people. And that's it. I just don't want to be with anybody.
What do you feel when you're around people? It could be family, it could be school, whatever.
I just feel annoyed.
And that makes sense from what you said.
Like, today, like, is, like, today, people just kept on talking during this, and I wanted to tell them.
Does it physically hurt your ears? Or you're just like, God, just get out of here?
Does it hurt physically for my ears?
Okay, because I know we have those child-sized earplugs, but maybe we need to try to use them more. Okay. It's just an annoyance level rising when there's people doing people things.
Yeah.
Okay. But you've known Dalton for years. If you don't tell the truth at some point about how you feel and what your brain does, no one will know. Still processing tonight, because you know we have different neurotypes. So.
Suppose you had a room of your own, how would that be?
Just like all my stuff is me, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like a room in this house if you had of your own, how would that be?
What do you mean, how would it be?
Like not sharing with Demar, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the goals that you had before, yeah.
Would that be good for you? Would that make you feel better?
No.
No,
it won't matter.
What do you mean? It's gotta be like away from people?
Yeah, it's like a desert.
Okay, why? Why so far?
Because I don't like people.
That boyfriend you had, or that was kind of like the same level as friends, like I kind of like you some days?
I kind of like you some days.
Okay, and that's when you're trying, you're like leaning in to be your better presentation? Yeah. Okay.
come sit down here.
Just sit.
You might come sit down here.
And sit and talk, and we'll try to brainstorm some things. Come within the peripheral. You're like way in the corner over there. Yeah, that's fine. Because I wanted to do that at the last apartment and give you my bedroom. Remember we talked about that? Like you can have my bed, I'll get a lock for my door, closet. But that would have been nice. And around that same time was when you chemically burnt my arm, and I was like, now I'm also afraid of you. And so I couldn't give you my bedroom because I needed to be protected from both of you at that point. Because your brother rages and says he's going to kill everyone since he was younger. And then things with you pop up here and there where I'm just scared shitless sometimes. I'm not right now, I control it. But you guys do be scary sometimes, right? So then I couldn't just give you my room because then that would put me out in the open, in the living room. Well, let's jump to Demar for a second. You said you don't care either way. Okay, and so I think it was about the same with Kavarian for you guys, right? Like you were cool with him when he was there, relative to the situation, but when he left, you guys were like, we had different toys then, but you were like, all the time was like a party. You guys were dancing, you did clubhouse, and I was like, the blanket over the bunk thing, and I was like, oh, finally they can do little kid things. This is great. But there was never a pause until you guys got older, and I found out that you lied about him. There was never something that was like, oh, we miss him, right? It was just like, well, he's gone. So, Demar, do you feel like if Kanai went somewhere else to live, then you just would be like, oh, she's gone? How would you feel?
Since Kanai ran around with me longer,
Mm-hmm.
that I will be different.
And you'd have some big feelings if Kanai was gone?
Because,
right.
When can I went through that thing for like 10 days or something? How was it for you?
it was better because it was like 10 days and I knew she was coming back, but if she's like never coming back, I would be sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He seemed, I didn't really notice anything. I guess we both just kind of rested and did our own things. I think whatever you were allowed to do at the time, you had privileges for. I think that's what he did, and then I just rested and knew that I needed to calm my nervous system. And then I think you were gone longer than, yeah, because Demar conned his way out. He was like a star pupil at our facility. So I can't really ask for your reference if he was not living with us anymore. But you did say last year if you had the tools, and you drew that picture of killing him, you put it in the art cabinet, which was in the commons area, ready to find. Is that a bigger feeling for you, where you're like, I really do wish I didn't have any of the kids around? He's fine either way, but.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If we had a vinyl flooring, would it be even better for your bedroom? Because then you could do artwork in there, right? Because I really hope this year you lean into your art stuff.
We're gonna try it for a while. You want to have your own bedroom? And Jamal can put his bed out here with me.
He would like that.
Hmm?
He won't like that.
He'll be fine with it.
Probably try to swindle remotes because the TV's right here. What
Uh-huh.
wouldn't he like? Got
Did you wear
books.
this to school today? This pant?
Mm.
Okay.
I mean, would you not like it? You have access to the kitchen all the time. You'd have, same rules apply, but like I
When
know
I'm
that your
sleeping
brain
out
goes
here, no?
there.
When I'm sleeping out here, what is it?
Yeah, but I have trouble sleeping.
Huh?
I have trouble sleeping.
Cause all the snoring.
Yeah,
This will go off once you guys stop walking. He put this on because you guys were sneaking out so much.
no.
But
like outside where people make noise. Outside.
oh, wear earplugs. I do. You guys have those child-sized foam ones. We tried regular size, didn't fit. We got child size. You guys still have. I think they're purple. That's what I use at night too. And you can still hear big things if someone's gonna bust in your room or whatever. But shared chatter, you don't hear it. But you have to shut your brain off to sleep. Well, that might be. Let's clean up the craft area. Let's do that. And yeah, we try one variable at a time to see what actually helps. So.
Okay, Jamal? Hmm? You'll be fine.
You might like it though. It's more open space, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
We also need haircuts this week or something. Okay. Tomorrow's he takes care of it. I don't think you take care of your hair. I think he sometimes does like something to his because it's still got the same shape, but it's growing out longer and it's not like a specific style. So Did you guys cut your nails this week?
Your manager.
Okay, then are your nails cut?
Toes. I badly used.
Okay, go do your toes. And then also oil up your knees. You're looking ashy. We've missed Waxy Wednesday for a while. Have you been able to get the wax out of your ears in the shower like your doctor said?
Yeah.
Or do you need assistance getting wax out?
I got it.
Okay.
But you're getting the room, that doesn't mean you're going to misuse the room, okay? Okay? You're not going to use your laptop for weird stuff in your room. Okay?
Okay.
You're not going to hide things under your bed and stuff. Okay? It's a temporary thing. Right now we'll see how you're doing with your room. It'll go away. Okay? If you're being responsible with it, it may stay. We'll see in the future if we can go to the 3-bedroom or something.
We're not gonna make any weapons or any kind out of anything, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So he still has his clothes in there. So he can come and take his clothes and stuff. In the morning he's going to come to the room. Okay? Because we don't have any further space to put his clothes.
I think do a certain timing though, so she has the awareness that he's coming. Because if he can go in any time, then it's like they're in the same room still.
Or do you, maybe you can do this also, like you can have the room till maybe 10 o'clock in the night and then he can come to sleep. Something like that. Would that work out?
Be honest though, cause is that the same thing to you, or is that the same as when you shoo him out? Or do you want the room to sleep in?
It's fine if, like, if he's not, I don't see him.
I think that's gonna put even more accountability on you, and I don't tend to keep track of him because he won't listen to anybody. And it's also not a full variable because they're not separated by sleep rooms. It's still just him being ousted for a while.
Because anyway he'll have to come to share the closet and stuff in the morning. So
if he's wearing the proper clothes, if he's not, we can do what Roger said and set one outfit out that you get to stay, and that's it. If you want to add more to it, but that's a bit of a mix. Roger said, the director there, I spoke to her because I'm like, I don't feel like you guys are doing enough for my kids. And she's like, so you can take off the door at home, you need to stick to this chart, take away all their toys and all their clothes and give them one thing at a time as they earn it, because they need to understand that these kids are not the boss of you. And I'm like, yeah, those things have not worked so far, and it's been years now, so.
So what are we doing? He's staying out of the night or?
I think him fully being out here would be good, so we have a controlled variable anyway of what it looks like when she has her own space. If you're gonna have him going in at night, then no, she doesn't have her own room.
Okay.
I have a question for you guys. Sometimes do you scream like in your head?
Like no one else hears it, but you're like, oh, in your head. Yeah, very rarely. But sometimes when I'm frustrated and it feels like there's no solution, and I can't get anyone to help with it, then I do, in a vulnerable place, feel like I'm just screaming. Yeah, how about you?
Sometimes I just scream randomly.
Is it more frequent the older you get?
It's like, yeah.
Your toenails are done? Fingernails? Yeah. And ashy knees are still there. Look at them. What makes you feel like you're internally screaming?
Like, if I'm upset or like sometimes when like I have urges to do something like and I like can't do it, and I scream.
Okay, like the pressure urges? Or what do you mean urge for what?
Like sometimes like I randomly like get like urges in the middle of the day to do something. Like today I had one. This is weird, but today like I just want to just like rip out one of my veins.
Okay. So not like the pressure urges where you feel like you want to dupe somebody or commit a theft because you want to keep going higher with that. Not like that. This is not like a pressure urge. This is like a harm urge.
Yeah.
Okay, and what makes you want to do that?
It's just a random.
Hmm.
Like I could just look down at my arm that I just feel like doing that.
Is there a feeling associated with it or no?
No.
Is it a very quick, like I look at this and I associate that?
Yeah.
So, I think it's good for you to be aware of those things because it sounds like your initial thought for everything is to do with violence, whether you decide to do it or not. And the way that your brain, your map in your brain is very interesting to me, but I can't learn about it unless you're honest and tell me things, right? Because my brain does not work like yours. Because maybe for somebody else they'd have to have some kind of feeling associated with that. Whereas you're just like, vain. Right?
Yeah.
And that's different.
I don't think both of us have any good coping mechanisms at all. We all need some better coping mechanisms to kind of get away from your other stuff. Like something which is more creative, or maybe something which is even not like spinning is also fine, or whatever it is. Like do something
Love
which
it for you.
is not damaging to others. Use that more.
100% agree, and I'm sure they do too. And that's the part where we're all coming together with different neurotypes of being frustrated because they've been taught by so many different people now, whether it's like school counselors at different schools or the therapies that they've been in since they were 3. Like that's the base of going like play therapy, like between play therapy and talk therapy and family therapy, they learn all these things. But the thing I'm trying to express is that their brains work so fast, so they don't have a pause gap in there, except for during kleptomania, which is when you're addicted to stealing, and that's where Kanaya has maybe 20 minutes where she's leashing the dog up and planning to go and arguing with herself that she can stop any day. But they have been taught, we have the physical tools to do things like equivalent to a residential facility.
Yeah.
Kanaya's done yoga teacher training. She knows to do things. They have visual aids. They have the tools. We've got the gym equipment. It's like, how do you move someone from one place to another so they don't hurt themselves or get in trouble or hurt somebody else?
Yeah.
They've been taught. So that's where I'm like, we need to find access to people who are grown-ups who had this type of brain and get answers for what works for them.
I agree with that, but then also it comes down to your own coping mechanism, which you are comfortable with, and not what somebody else tells you to do. Understand? You have to find out that for yourself, what works for you. Because what works for me may not work for you. I like to sing, I like to breathe. That may not work for you.
What works for you?
You may not like to breathe. You may not like spinning. Maybe what's the only thing that works for you, then do that. So do the thing that works for you. Don't follow what other ones. As long as it's not destructive, I'll be okay with it.
That's the brain difference, is that they have these options. They've been taught these options. They don't choose them because their brain is so fast. But as you were speaking, Damar hard rolled his eyes, and so I'm like, okay, what is your coping skill then? Tell me. Because when we tell you when you're raging, you start crying and get angry. So what do you actually use?
The only thing I would use was read a book or play
The basketball hoop's gone because you were bothering Kanaya so much with it. But the reading, love that for you. Downside is when you skip schoolwork to read books only, or you are told to do something by an adult, and then you ignore them, and you're reading, and you're walking right by them, and you're bumping into walls reading. And then it's like, where do you draw the line?
I don't know. Your coping skills should also be something that you can do in regular day life. Suppose tomorrow you go to work, your boss shouts at you, you get angry. You can't just take a book and read in front of him and be like, wait, I'm coping. It has to kind of evolve to something that you can go out in public and kind of cope with life and not be like, okay, yes. So you need to find that. something that will work for you. It could be at home, you can read a book, but not outside. You not work in your other environments in life. Then it will be difficult for you to cope in those environments.
I just
So.
had like a flash of Demar like bumping past his boss, like I'm reading right now,
Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't even speak when he gets into that phase.
Yeah. So there should be more practical. So yeah. Anywho, so Kanaya, with this new opportunity that you're getting, um, I hope you use it well. I hope you try to kind of work through your stuff. Okay.